Hey everyone, this is Kit Cabello of Hard Lens Media, and we are returning back to a story that we've covered for quite some time, especially in the early days of Hard Lens Media when we were on radio and television, and we are going to be talking about the Matt Asphalt plant. Now, the Matt Asphalt plant was built in the 12th Ward in the city of Chicago without anyone, none of the residents, were informed about its construction. No one in the state of Illinois, city of Chicago, Cook County informed the residents of its construction, and this has been an uphill battle because the residents of the 12th Ward don't want the Matt Asphalt plant in their community. McKinley Park is a 63-acre public green space. There are 2 schools, there's homes, apartments, condos, small businesses, and a lot of people are concerned about the environmental pollution that this asphalt plant is doing. Plus, add in the fact that there's a large amount of truck traffic going in and out of that facility. So, this protest took place on May 1st, 2020. Check it out. The people have had enough. And I am filming on location for a protest at the Matt Asphalt plant. And apparently this is a very big deal. I'll see how many people exactly turn out. But just a short summary, the Matt Asphalt plant was built near McKinley Park, which is a 63 green space area. It's one of the largest green space areas in the city of Chicago, save for other city landmarks. This is a 63-acre green space. One of the very few that are in the city of Chicago. Again, which is why it's pretty shocking that this asphalt plant was built. This is important for the people who live in this district, especially by McKinley Park, because this asphalt plant was built without no one in the state of Illinois, city of Chicago, Cook County, informing the people that this asphalt plant was going to be built in the first place. And since then, no one in the Illinois EPA or Chicago EPA or any other institution has been holding this asphalt plant accountable.
State representative or state house or state senator that represent this district. Has there been any commentary from any of the political leadership?
Not from the alderman, from Alderman Cardenas. We have given up on him. He has shown that he sold out a Latino community, and so our target right now is Mayor Lightfoot.
Again, one of the major concerns about asphalt plants is that they release particulate matter into the air, which impacts the lungs, the heart, the brain. It mostly affects senior citizens and young people. And now that we have this crisis of COVID-19, obviously people want to make sure that they're living in a very safe environment, and having a major industrial plant near your homes or apartments or condos or even schools. There are 2 schools in this area. There's an open public pool. This asphalt plant should not be in this large community district area, especially with these abandoned buildings that are going to be turned into condos. So it's quite clear that somebody in Chicago needs to be held accountable, especially in the city government, Cook County as well, state of Illinois, because the people of this district in the 12th Ward are tired of the asphalt plant, and the fact that it was, again, built in this community, and no one in any of the government institutions in the state of Illinois informed the people. It says a lot about our current system. So
All right, I'm going to speak as loud as I can. For our viewers, can you please tell us the name of your organization and the reason for this protest?
This is the Southwest Environmental Alliance. We're a group of residents who live in these communities, and we're the most poisoned communities in the entire city of Chicago. And the mayor said this company was a disaster done by the previous administration, and now she's supporting them, probably taking financial gifts from them and allowing them to operate without a permit. This is disgusting, no permit.
When was this asphalt plant first built in this community?
A couple of years ago, and we've been working on this. We've got thousands of signatures opposed to it. The city ignores us. The previous mayor and this mayor ignores it.
Has there been any communication from Springfield, either from the state senator or House
The
representative?
state senator is 100% behind us, Senator Tony Munoz. He's done everything he can. The IEPA says that their hands are tied. They can't do anything. The governor hasn't moved on this. We've communicated with him. And so we're going to start doing civil disobedience until we get someone's attention.
Has there been any comment from Governor J.B. Pritzker? Because during his campaign run, he actually did a photo op over there by the community garden.
Not one word. Not one single word. And we want to hear from him because we supported him. And we supported the mayor. Mayor Lightfoot got the votes from all these communities. And now she's acting as though we don't exist. And we're trying to get her attention. I think if we get her attention, she will realize how desperate the situation is, and she will act. So that's what we're trying to do.
Final question. I think that there's a two-part question. Number one, what is your concern if this asphalt plant still remains open?
It's a poisonous company, and this park is full of children and families. It's the only place they can go during COVID-19. And these communities are going to be hit harder by COVID-19 because of the industrialization around these neighborhoods. People already have higher levels of asthma, higher levels of heart disease, higher levels of cancer. And now we got this company forcing us to breathe their garbage all day, every day.
And then final, where can people find your group online?
Yes, find us at Southwest Environmental Alliance and join us because we've got to be, this is what citizens do. This is what people do in a democracy. And we have to make our voices heard.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So in conclusion, Mayor Lightfoot, Governor J.B. Pritzker, both of you ran your campaigns in support of a strong environmental protection agency. And right now, this facility, again, was built and no one informed the residents of its construction. And this asphalt plant does pose a risk, and no one's getting any help from any institution in the state of Illinois. People want results. So I guess the question is, Governor J.B. Pritzker, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, how long are you guys going to turn a blind eye to this? We're going to be doing some more follow-ups on this story, as well as numerous other stories that Heartlands Media is working on. And we will let you know how everything turns out, especially with the aftermath of this protest. This is Kit Cabello with Heartlands Media. Peace to you guys, and let us all do what we can to build a better future.
Hey, everybody. Jerry Vasilatos here. Good evening, citizens of Chicago. That was a little bit of a prologue to bring us into the present regarding the Matt Asphalt factory in McKinley Park. That has been an important story regarding environmental racism here in Chicago that my colleague, the very venerable Kit Cabello, has been covering for some time now. So I wanted to at least give a little bit of backstory on what was happening last year before we bring us back into the present with something that Kit brought my attention to earlier this evening when I was co-hosting the Heartlands Media National show. So good evening, Kit. Thanks for joining us tonight.
It's really good to be back on the show. It's been a while since I've been back on not Heartlands Media, Chicago Corner. But, you know, this story that we're right now seeing about the Matt Asphalt plant, or at least that rewinding back the clocks, you know, I'm looking at this situation with Matt Asphalt plant. So let's look at what happened. In 2018, and let's try and zoom in on the image, because this was shared today at 5 a.m. Central Standard Time here in the city of Chicago, all right? So let's try and zoom in, or at least get that picture so everyone can understand what the people in this district of Chicago are dealing with. So let's go ahead and get that image all set up. And I'll go ahead and give everyone a quick history reminder about what happened with the Matt Asphalt plant. So
it's crazy. You know what, Kit? It kind of looks like the Great Chicago Fire. I don't know if you saw what I did with our show thumbnail tonight. Very, very interesting and ironic, bringing things kind of within, I don't know, like familiarity with each other. But yeah, that's insane.
Yes. So here's what happened to everyone that's watching this. In Heartlands Media, and to anyone that's watching, if you want to see our video clips, we have a whole catalog of our coverage, both audio and video coverage and interviews with the activists, the heroic activists that have been fighting this 3-year-long fight against the Matt Asphalt plant. In 2018, the Matt Asphalt plant was built in near McKinley Park. Again, McKinley Park, it's a 63-acre green space. There's homes, houses, apartments, condos, small businesses, 2 schools, and a community center. It was an open public pool. And this asphalt, again, was built, and no one in the state of Illinois, city of Chicago, or Cook County informed the residents of its construction. This thing has been operating without a permit. There's been ongoing back and forth truck traffic. Again, a school that's nearby here deals with the majority of that truck traffic going in and out. Again, this asphalt plant has been operating without a permit. No one at the state level or at the federal level has been doing anything to address the fact that, again, this asphalt plant was built and no one in this community was known about it. Now, the alderman of this district, his name is Alderman Cardenas. He's of the 12th Ward. And so far, he's been utterly silent about this because, again, he has close ties with the owners, or is it at the son of was one of the owners of the Matt Asphalt plant. And again, he is also in charge of Lord Lightfoot's Chicago Environmental Protection Agency. This is a long-standing history of environmental racism on the south side of the city of Chicago. This is not only just here in this area of Chicago, but also on the west side of Chicago too, and it's predominantly impacting working-class communities, African-American communities, Latino communities. And again, these facilities are built next to residential areas. And in these residential areas, there are community centers and schools and people who use public green spaces. But yet these asphalt plants, these industrial facilities are built on the south side. I don't see anything like this being built on the north side because, again, Chicago being a hyper-segregated city that it is, if anything like this was built on the north side, people would be screaming from the rooftops. But this is happening on the south side of Chicago. And I want to inform our north side brothers and sisters that even though this is on the south side of Chicago, you're still breathing it in. The poison is still contaminating your air and your water and your soil. Now, take a good long look at this picture. And to our viewing audience watching this, how would you feel if this thing was built in your neighborhood? Now, there's been nothing but silence from Mayor Lori Lightfoot and her administration, as well as, again, look, Governor J.B. Pritzker. I got to bring him out here in this too, because it's something that's ironic that I find funny about this. When Governor J.B. Pritzker was running in 2018, and also when Mayor Lightfoot was running for her campaign in 2019, both of them were running on a strong environmental protection agency in the state of Illinois, Lightfoot respectively for the city of Chicago. And I want to point out to everyone as well that, again, there is a photo of Governor J.B. Pritzker next to the McKinley Park Community Garden before the Matt Asphalt plant was constructed. Where is the Environmental Protection Agency, the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency for the citizens of the 12th Ward? This asphalt plant, again, is running without a permit. Now, I'll be more than happy to share with anyone that's watching us right now all the video and audio coverage of Hard Lens Media's coverage of this horrifying story. There is a long, sad history of corruption and cover-up that's happening with what's going on with the Matt Asphalt plant. And this has been taking place right now, this picture, 5 a.m. in the morning. There are a lot of residents who live near McKinley Park, and this is the air that they're breathing. And to our north side brethren, you're breathing it in too. This has been a 3-year fight for the people, especially for those heroic activists, the Neighbors for Environmental Justice, who've been doing this ongoing fight against the Matt Asphalt plant. I also want everyone to know that, again, continue on with the Twitter thread that's in here. Let's keep this image up here because I want everyone to see what they're looking at. The Chicago Department of Public Health needs to use air monitoring data. It is unacceptable that you can call in a complaint at 5 a.m. in response to this, and maybe somebody shows up hours later when it's not happening and says, well, I didn't smell anything. And in this, and again, in this Twitter thread, and Jerry, we can show it up. Jerry,
okay, let me get the Twitter thread back up.
Yeah, we can actually, you'll have to scroll down and you'll see this image. Let's click on that image right there.
This one, the graph?
Yeah, it's the graph right there.
Okay.
39, I want to make sure everyone's looking at the same thing too. I don't know if we could zoom in on it, but if we can't, I'll be more than happy to read it for our viewers. 39th and Damon. Again, this took place at 5 a.m. Central Daylight Time on Friday, October 8th, 2021. That is the amount of danger, the pollutants that are impacting the people in the 12th Ward right there. Continuing on with the Twitter thread, While they're the most frequent offenders, it's not just the Matt Asphalt plant. Recently, Griffiths Labs did some kind of late night maintenance that blanketed the neighborhood in a haze at 10:30 p.m. Again, people need to breathe outside business hours. And again, McKinley Park's air quality problems aren't just about Matt Asphalt plant, they're cumulative. Again, there's other industrial facilities here in this area and all across the south and west side areas of the city of Chicago. Where's Mary Lori Lightfoot? Where is Governor J.B. Pritzker? Both of them ran their campaigns on having strong environmental protection agencies for the people that live in the state of Illinois, and of course, Mayor Lightfoot, respectively, for the city of Chicago. But again, there's utter silence, and I ask everyone to keep on sharing this story far and wide, exactly about the dangers of this asphalt plant and what it proposes, what threat it poses to the people living in this area. Jerry, I want to get your thoughts too.
Kit, what I don't understand is if anybody else did any kind of work and the city found out about it without a permit, we'd be in deep dog doo-doo, right? So my question is, and this is interesting too, because this reminds me of one of the first stories that we covered regarding a strike that had to do with General Iron, which was another environmental racism story with the General Iron factory that didn't have a permit. And protesters marched on Lori Lightfoot's neighborhood. And I believe that the permit was pulled. But even in that instance, as now, how the hell do these huge industrial companies, businesses, decide they can just set up shop, do what they want, not apply for the permits, not have the inspectors come out to figure out what the hell is going on before they begin work? And as a side note to that question, I don't know if you know the answer because I'm just thinking of it right now. Are there penalties for these businesses setting up shop without the permits while we're sitting here waiting for the mayor or other elected representatives to do their goddamn jobs?
Well, in theory, there are penalties, but because, again, the owners of the Matt Asphalt plant do know, again, a lot of key leaders in the city council, but there's also, again, the fact that Mayor Lightfoot's administration has been doing this back and forth fight with General Irons. Now, again, you know, it's surprising to know that Lightfoot caused that situation to get even worse when she proposed a move, or at least not usually at the proposed move, but basically she's been sitting on her hands in regards to when General Irons was moved from the north side location to the south side of Chicago. Again, a lot of these industrial facilities, you know, are on the south side area of Chicago, west side areas of Chicago, and so far, again, 3 years still operating. No one's done anything. They haven't been shut down. No one said anything, not from the state of Illinois, not from the city of Chicago, not from Cook County. Now, we shared that tweet on the Heartlands Media Twitter account, but again, what's happening here, especially with this asphalt plant, you know, a lot of people don't want to live next to an industrial facility. And many of these industrial
Why
plants,
wouldn't they? Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, the air's got to be healthy. It's got to be like to listen to all the noise when you're trying to like sleep or wake up in the morning, and let alone raise your kids and make sure that the environment around you is safe there. I just don't understand why people would have a problem living around this shit.
Well, there is an insidious plan with the asphalt plant, and that is it's a two-pronged strategy for gentrification. Who wants to live next to an asphalt plant? So you move out the poor people, you move out the people you don't want, and you move in the correct people. Because you want to laugh at something that's completely ironic. They're building condos, really nice looking, expensive condos, gutting out old industrial buildings that were from the 1900s and turning them into fancy, expensive condos. I can't think of anyone that's going to make a decent salary that will want to live next to an asphalt plant. So what is this asphalt plant going to do? It's going to continue to keep on operating until all the wrong people are out, until the right people move in with the correct money, jack up housing prices and rent, and then kick out all of the people who've been living in this area, especially in the 12th Ward, for generations. It's another insidious way of gentrification. Pollute the area up, then kick all the poor people out, clean it up, make it nice and respectable for the correct kind of money to move in, and then problem solved. And then the industrial facilities are moved to another poor location to where the process happens all over again. And I want to remind everyone that's watching, this asphalt plant, it's releasing particulate matter. I've been seeing people talk about this in the live stream chat. It releases out particulate matter, and particulate matter impacts the heart, lungs, and brain. And senior citizens and young people are basically children, infants, are the ones that will be heavily impacted by this. And again, we're still dealing with the pandemic of COVID-19, and this asphalt plant releasing these dangerous pollutants only adds more fuel to the fire. So that's what's happening.
And our aldermen are complicit in all this happening. So
yes, Alderman Cardenas of the 12th Ward hasn't done anything about this. Where are our state representatives? Where are our state senators? Where are U.S. senators and House representatives? Marie Newman actually represents that area. Where is she?
And you've been very, very invested in covering this since it's obviously affecting
right.
more people on the South Side.
But I do want to get. But can I just
sure.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
But I do want to give credit where credit's due, because the real heroes. Because we've been covering this story, and there's been a lot. Harlan's Media, we've been doing a lot, Jerry. I mean, you've been a big help with our move to the new studio. But the real heroes, the real people who are putting in the good fight, and everyone watching. I see we got 10 people watching us live. You 10, you got to share this. Shout out to the Neighbors for Environmental Justice. I'm going to say their name again. Neighbors for Environmental Justice. Jerry, if we can maybe pull up their Twitter page. This is the group that's been fighting this fight for 3 years. Let's pull up that Twitter link so that everyone sees who they are. So you 10 people watching, share it far and wide. These guys need help. These people,
Oh, okay. Here we go. My keyboard has got some issues here. So here we are on Twitter. Let me bring it back up here.
Yes. So again, Neighbors for Environmental Justice. I'm going to say it again. Neighbors for Environmental Justice. These are the people that have been fighting this 3-year-long fight, dedicated, holding protests, holding rallies, town halls, and meetings. And to everyone watching live, if you, especially those on Discord, I'm seeing Ayana in Discord as well. If you want, message me, and I will send you all the links of our coverage of this story. We have a lot of videos and audio coverage. Some of them go 2 hours long because we covered town halls and a few other events too, where again the people are yelling at the owners of the asphalt plant. How come you didn't tell us? No one reached out to the community, and now they're building expensive condos. I want to read out Golden Silence. Can we actually go back to Golden Silence's message right there, real quick? We can actually go up.
Back up here. Here we go.
The tactics is always the same, whether it's located on the south side of Chicago or in the heart of Silicon Valley, in Minneapolis, San Jose, California. Gentrification is always the same. And yes, just so that everyone sees everything, oh, by the way, Jean says, if I were there, I'd join them and block the trucks. Well, I can't say that out loud, but so there we go. But if all of you reading it, you see that. But hang on, let's peaceful protest, folks. But Jerry, I think before we continue on, let's actually get the image of the asphalt plant, because I know you want to ask a few more questions too.
Well, the other question I had is, given that we are small independent media on YouTube, and Hardlands Media has done an amazing job covering this over the past year. We've got our activist friends, Neighbors for Environmental Justice over on Twitter. Where's the mainstream media in Chicago been on this? Have mainstream like Chicago Tonight or any of the other stations been documenting what's been going on? Because as we're talking about, we need to spread this story around. Obviously, it hasn't been covered very well.
Credit where credit's due. Shout out to Chicago, Block Club Chicago. They've covered this story. Also, WTTW Chicago. I remember them doing one segment on this. Also, so did the Sun-Times and Chicago Tribune. I do hope this story gets further attention, though, because again, with the Mad Asphalt plant, it's kind of been forgotten. But again, the Neighbors for Environmental Justice have been doing this ongoing, continuous fight, and it's been 3 years. 3 years too long. Where's Mayor Lightfoot? Where is Governor J.B. Pritzker? Where is the Environmental Protection Agency? And look here, this might sound laughable, but where's Chicago Environmental Protection Agency that's run by Cardenas? Where are they all at? This asphalt plant is polluting people's homes.
Did you say asphalt plant or asshole plant? Oh, wait, maybe they're both the same.
It's probably both the same thing. So, again, to anyone watching, especially to our Chicago audience, when you do clip this, or when we do clip this segment, especially to our fellow Northsiders, look, we all live in the same city. And yes, we have our different sports teams and rivalries here and there, but that pollutant that's going in the air that looks like a volcano.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
You're breathing it in too.
It's poisoning everybody. It does look like a volcano.
And it's coming to your neighborhood too. Just because you're on the north side, you ain't safe.
It's going to drift. It's pouring over that neighborhood, and then it comes northward. Unbelievable.
And the thing is, hold on, dude, where's my car? Says, man, our governor is eating a nice fat ass lobster. There we go. So look, everyone watching this is something that needs to be shut down 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We talked about this when we were on radio. We talked about this when we were on television. We talked about this when we started really getting onto YouTube. And we're going to keep on talking about this, even on this channel too. Look, this is an ongoing fight, and Neighbors for Environmental Justice need all the help. Imagine if that was your backyard. This is a fight that all Chicagoans can rally around. The matte asphalt plant needs to go. McKinley Park is a historic green space. Are we really going to ruin Chicago's legacy, its history, by having an asphalt plant there? Are we really going to pollute one of the few large green spaces on the south side of Chicago? Mayor Lightfoot, is this your legacy? Governor J.B. Pritzker, you did a photo op next to the McKinley Park Community Garden before the asphalt plant was built. Is that your legacy too? Are you turning your backs on the people? That asphalt plant doesn't need to be there at all. It needs to be moved. And the people of the 12th Ward need justice. And so I'm asking for help. The Neighbors for Environmental Justice need help. That Twitter page that I shared with all of you, please help them out, spread the word. All of you are needed in this fight.
And I'm going to ask everybody in the live chat, keep an eye on the channel next week when I subclip this, probably on Monday. Share it on your social media, share it far, share it wide. Ask your friends to share the story so we can get this. We need to trend this story so more people are aware of it, is ultimately what it comes down to.
Yeah. Stop it.
Thank you. And Kit, thank you for that incredible recap of what's going on and what's continuing to go on and what we can do. Try to get our elected officials to get off their fucking asses and protect the people in McKinley Park as well as the rest of the city, as this garbage is just polluting the air and poisoning people.
The heroes are Neighbors for Environmental Justice. Those are the real heroes. And so they're the ones doing a lot of the work. I'm proud that at least that we've covered this story, but they're doing much more work, and they need all the help they can get. So please, everyone, please help. That's all I can add to the story. That's it.